Hello everyone and welcome to Felix's Spacetime. Just a few hours ago, SpaceX and the Polaris Program announced their new EVA suit, which will first debut on the Polaris Dawn mission, launching this summer aboard a Dragon Capsule and Falcon 9 rocket from Cape Canaveral, Florida. In today's video, I'm going to talk through some of the new features of this groundbreaking new EVA suit and how it's best suited to protect the crew members from the harsh environment of space. The suit will be worn during both the launch, the EVA, and the landing. From my knowledge, certain crew members will be staying inside the Dragon Capsule during the EVA, but I'm not 100% sure. Even if only a certain number of the crew members exit the capsule, every crew member will need to wear these new EVA suits, seeing as the entire capsule will be depressurized during the EVA. Now moving on to the new suit's features. Starting with one of the most obvious changes, SpaceX has added an external coating of copper and indium tin oxide and anti-fog treatment to the suit's visor. These new treatments, along with the polycarbonate visor itself, provide critical thermal insulation, and last but not least, act like a pair of sunglasses, ensuring the crew has perfect sight even when the sun is shining brightly. The next, and if not most impressive for space fans, is the heads-up display and camera. Imagine this heads-up display will be quite similar to what most modern cars have in front of the driver. This new display will show suit pressure, temperature, humidity, and an EVA timer, and will only be switched on during the EVA. Although we haven't been told much about the camera that's attached to the suit, by the looks of it, it will be attached on the right-hand side of the astronaut's head. Fingers crossed we get some amazing live EVA views from SpaceX. Next up, SpaceX showed off the spiral zippers placed at the waist of the suit, enabling the crew to easily enter and exit the suit. These zippers have also been placed on the forearms of the suit to allow for greater mobility and allow the crew to use their bare hands before the gloves are required. Next up, SpaceX announced that the suit has an outer layer of SpaceX-developed flame-resistant fabric material. This material also provides greater mobility on the suit's outer layer. On the topic of new materials, a new textile-based thermal garment material provides even more mobility while regulating the suit's overall temperature. Also added to this suit is an easy-access dial on the suit's umbilical controls and an in-suit cooling capability. This new capability delivers additional oxygen during the crew's spacewalk. And last but not least, and one of the most impressive features in my opinion, is the suit's boot, constructed of the same thermal material used on the Falcon 9's interstage and the Dragon Capsule's trunk. These boots provide the crew member with thermal capability at both high and low temperatures in the vacuum of space and, of course, improve mobility and provide greater flexibility. SpaceX hosted an X Spaces conversation earlier with the Polaris Dawn crew, and I was able to ask a question. Listen in.
No problem.
My name's Felix Gatfield with the Felix's Spacetime YouTube channel. So great to be able to talk to the crew again. Once again, thank you for taking my question. Creating a new spacesuit is no small feat. So a huge congratulations to the SpaceX team. As Jared said on X earlier today, it took 2+ years to get to this final product. I'm guessing there were many iterations before you got to this final refined product. What were some of the biggest design challenges along the way? Thanks again.
I think that's a great question. Chris, you want to start with that one?
Yeah, sure. I think one thing that makes all space hardware challenging, and certainly spacesuits too, is just the integrated nature of the number of problems that you're trying to solve. And so any one solution for a particular challenge may make another challenge more difficult. So the visor is a great example. You can adjust the tint of the visor to help your thermal considerations, but obviously that and then impairs the crew and their ability to see what they need to see. So you're kind of trading that back and forth. So I think the challenge on the suit was, because we approached it from the idea that like everything was fair game and we could go in and redesign anything if it made sense to go redesign it from where we were starting. You're often kind of having to review all of the different kind of challenges that you were up against and make sure that any one solution wasn't impacting the other one.
The first of the Polaris Program missions, Polaris Dawn, is scheduled to launch this summer from Cape Canaveral, Florida. You can find all my interviews with the crew on my YouTube page, and make sure to subscribe to follow along with the mission as they gear up for launch, and my own videos once I'm in Florida for the launch. Thanks for watching. You can find all this information and more at SpaceX.com.
Suit flow initiated. Stand by for Dragon venting sequence. SpaceX is go for EVA operations.